Dear all, thank you for the support to all my videos. I would like to start going live in this channel. One of my themes is sharing my experience in the US and Hong Kong. I hope you will like it. The first thing I would like to talk about is about the US election, which has just done 3 months ago, not yet 3 months. I come from Hong Kong, so that I have lots of experiences in election. And the last one that I've joined, the last election in Hong Kong that I've joined only a few years ago. And then this election actually is one of the most successful election in Hong Kong, which finally a third of the whole population has come out to vote. So third or fourth of the whole population has come out to vote, and of course, this success doesn't mean that the future election will still continue this success. When I am in Hong Kong, then when I in Hong Kong, of course, the election has its own way. We must check our ID, and then we are not allowed to talk to anyone once we enter the voting place, and then especially after we have already got the voting ticket, and then we try to fill in our votes, and then we are not allowed to take any photo to talk to anyone. And then we must come in person to vote. I believe that we don't accept a letter or email or anything in voting. We must come in person. So only those who are still in Hong Kong can vote. So third of the fourth whole population has come to vote is really a large number, because maybe 1/4 who can vote actually is not in Hong Kong. So you can see that nearly every adult with the voting power has come out to vote. But when I'm in the US these few years, I haven't experienced the last election in 2020, which many media, many people said that that is fraud, and so it can be very confusing. And then throughout the few years, people keep complaining that it's not good to send the vote by letter or by mail, or it must have a ID check for all those who come to vote. So this year, that means last November, for this newly election in the US, that I have chance to join. So I walk for 1 hour to the voting location. Okay, I'm not going to vote, but I want to experience how the election is about in the US. So I go to one of the locations, and then maybe it is already near the end of the election date. So only just a few people, though there are a few counters, a few tables, a few people serving. So if there are lots of people, there are still enough volunteer or staff to help. And then I only see a few people. I'm a little bit disappointed, because in Hong Kong, even the last minute, people rush to vote, and then you can see already. The Hong Kong is so small, but maybe a few streets, maybe throughout the 1 hour's walk, you can see banners, and then with all publications, you can see those teams of helping the the elected persons still fighting for supporters, and then while the cheers team and the supporting team cry out, shout, and then ask you to please vote for number 1, number 2, number 3, and something like that. It was so exciting. So I can say that it very enjoyable. It's very exciting. But so I was quite disappointed when I walked for the whole 1 hour towards the location. No people. I haven't seen any people. Even I haven't seen any police car and not any media team. Nothing. Okay, and then I really wondered whether it's end already or have I. Whether I have come to the correct location. So finally, when I arrived and then see the building, and I see that the sign of voting election is here, so that means it is a correct place. But no one outside, and then I enter, and then I just see a few people helping there, but no one is voting. So they are very relaxing. Okay, and then I tell them I'm not coming for voting, and then when I ask them some questions, sharing something or explaining what I come for, and then who explaining that who I am, then they feel so relaxed that they answer my question, they talk to me, they listen to my sharing. So you can feel the atmosphere is totally different, right? No people, no shouting, no cheer team, no banners, and then people there can talk to you freely. And even the people, only 1 or 2 people coming in to vote, even the people coming to vote, they I don't know whether they can talk to the people, but because I'm talking to those people helping. So I think that actually maybe it is not so strictly restricted to say anything inside in Hong Kong. You must keep extremely silent once you enter. You just go to the counter, and then show your ID, and then take the ballot. That's it. And then you go to another place with some something to shelter you from others, so that you can do you can fill in your ballot without interruption from any others. So it's totally different. So I think that I it's good to have that experience. At least even as an outsider, I want to know what is happening in the U.S. How what is about the election, what will they do on the election date, and then how did they vote, and then what is the exact what exact happens, what is exactly happening in the election day during the voting, and how the vote, how did the voters vote, and then how the other people are doing that. So it's really a good experience. And then because they're so relaxing, I can ask them questions. I've heard that for example, the last election is so confusing. I heard that from the media, and then I can see some videos showing that there is a fraud, and then someone has some voting balls are just left on the road, and then all the ballots just left on the road. Is it true? What's happening? Then it seems that they don't know that. maybe the media is broadcasting some fake news. I don't know that. Okay, this is really. I don't know that. Should not be. Okay, they don't believe that something happened, and then I see that, and then I also heard that people come to vote, they didn't need to show the ID, and no one can ask them for the ID to prove their identity. This is we need it. We will check the ID. Oh, maybe this day is different. I don't know that, because this day is quite conservative, and then maybe because of last election, whether this election they do it more strictly, I don't know that, but they it seems that they don't know what I have heard or what I've talked to them. And then they say that we need to check the ID. And I say that is it because other states don't check the ID? It also seems that they didn't, they are not quite clear, and maybe they just don't want to say, or they don't just want to talk about it. Okay, so you can hear from my sharing that the election in Hong Kong and in the US can be so different. So a small place just with 7 million people in total population, and so even a third of fourth have come out, but it's still a small number, right, when compared to a big country. But during the election day in Hong Kong, you just can see, we always say that mountain hill, mountain people, 人山人海, that means wow, so crowded, lots of people, all people rush out, and then you just can see that how exciting it is. Where people fighting for supporting for support, and then well, many people helping them, cheering for them, and distributing the publication even at the last second. And I also have join one of the supporting team for one of the to be elected. Okay, so I know what has happened. That we stand on the streets for the whole day, just trying to gain support from the people. You have to shout the whole day, you have to talk the whole day, you have to circulate the publication the whole day if you are really helping. And then you're just standing on maybe the small area between the streets, between the cars, and then the cars are passing by around you, people are passing by around you, but we are still working hard, and then people will still get your circular, and we might talk to you, or really come to say that I will support number 1 or number 2. I will support you, and then yes, I am going to vote. I will come back to vote later. Now I go home for dinner first, and something like that. But here I don't know whether this time I go too late. It is nearly the closing hour. Maybe next 4 years, if I'm still here, the next election, maybe I try to go in the peak hours to see whether it's different, to see whether there is more people. But I don't. But I think that because the country is so big, the state is so big, and then they can have different locations, and then they have a long. They don't need to vote on that election day, right? They have other ways and other time to send their ballot. So maybe it's not easy to see them so crowded for the election, for the voting. So maybe you can only see in Hong Kong. I think that for people to have voting power, and then to be so crowded in such a small area, and then so energetic and so exciting, maybe maybe there's still other places, I don't know, but Hong Kong surely is one of the most exciting scene that you can experience for a democratic election. Of course, I'm sharing my past experience, not now or future. I don't know. Thank you.